So today is an adventure to go over to Rock, which is the other side of the river here at Padstow, and a bit of a 2-mile walk up the road, or what they call Rock Road, to a chandlery to pick up some bits and pieces for the new anchor, so that some shackles, etc. And I went over on the ferry, and a really cute ferry across the river there, and took a walk up to the chandlery. And what an amazing road Rock Road is. It's got the most fabulous properties and flora and fauna, and it really was quite an endeavour walking up the hill, but a real pleasure walking down once I've got all my bits and pieces. And on the way there was a bakery and a coffee shop and all those things that you'd expect to see in a place of great affluence, and it really was a beautiful place. Anyway, we're back on the boat now, and Ralph and Chesney are on deck and sunbathing and enjoying all of the attention of the tourists, as we're right against the harbour wall, so they're getting lots of attention, with lots of tourists eyeballing him up. He's having a lovely time. What a life, eh? It's a cat's life. So as the ferry disappears back from Rock back to Padstow, I'll just talk about why I've come over to Rock, and that is to go to a boatyard to replace this thing here. So this is a shackle that was on my anchor, and it's actually too big to go through the 8mm chain. So I'm off on the hunt for a size that will fit, and probably a rotating shackle, and that'll enable me to connect all the new anchor chain up. But it's a great opportunity to show the river, which about 1.5 miles down there is the sea, so when you approach the harbour it's a really pretty approach through the estuary. The tide's out at the minute, so you can see the sandbank, but normally you would enter the harbour over there where you can just about see the ferry going in now. It's very, very pretty, by the way. Lots of boats and lots of lovely golden sand, which is a real delight. Here's the next ferry arriving. So they're kind of switching backwards and forwards all day, taking people over to Rock, which is the other side of the river. You can see here the folks waiting to go. It really is quite serene, very, very pretty, and on a lovely day like this it's just a delight. This is where I ended up, at Rock Marine Services, which has got a lift out and all the gear and a chandlery, and I got all the bits I need to fix up the anchor. So I'm going to walk the mile and a half now down the hill, which is quite a great pleasure anyway, and fit it all up. Yeah.
So one?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
So, a good trip over to Rock, and I thought it was absolutely fabulous. And just to walk down the quay, and it's really quite crowded, although it's a Wednesday. Lots of tourists enjoying Padstow, and here is Mystique nestling against the harbour wall. And so I've come back with the two shackles that enabled me to connect up the new anchor chain that I loaded into the chain locker yesterday. So down there somewhere, you can just look. Yeah, there's actually 70 meters of chain and 30 meters of rope. So down the ladder and open the door and let the cats out, because I've been sitting inside for about the last 4 hours. Little Ches is happy to be out in the sunshine, and Ralph, he's eyeballing seagulls again, we can believe. Yeah. And he's on boat patrol. I think Ches has gone back down below. Hey booby. Yeah, Ches has gone back down below. He's happy down there. I think he's tired. And of course you can't go to Padstow without mentioning Rick Stein. Well, this is the cafe, for which there is another restaurant on the seafront, which is his famous restaurant, but this is the cafe, and rather nice too. These are the Elms houses, cute chocolate box houses built in 1870 for the poor, and they really do look like something off a postcard. And it's in a beautiful little street called Mill Street, and down there is a beautiful pub all decked out with its floral tribute called the Golden Lion. I think that's where I'm heading next. And just to dominate proceedings, he's got a shop as well, which got all that cool stuff in it. All very nice. And there's Rick Stein's Cafe, rather nice. Of course, you've got the restaurant too, which is over on the seafront, which is a famous restaurant. I might go there, might not. Beautiful, pretty place. Coming for a cake, so sending them from back. Cheers.
Yeah, are they coming through like full?
Padstow is very vibrant, as well as being cute. It's quite touristy, but it's very, very cute. And this is the harbour, which serves the boating community quite well, I think. What with all the yachts there. Now there's the harbour gate over there that opens at high, or 2 hours before high water. And there's Mystique, look, sitting underneath the harbour wall, looking absolutely fabulous. It really is worth climbing this hill to this hidden little coffee spot that I found with the most beautiful walled garden. And this is one of Padstow's hidden gems, I understand. And there's a little place down there to get your coffee, and they pick all the food or the produce and make the food that they serve you here in this little rustic cafe. But look who is here. Hi, there's Lord Chesney. Hello. And somewhere over here is Sir Ralph. Hello, Ralphie. And they're both having a lovely time. I've got a coffee and life is good. Here we are in Padstow, me and Ralph and Chesney. We sailed from Ilfracombe overnight, which was quite scary, but got here on the high tide in Padstow around 11 o'clock. Oh, what do you think? He's talking to us. And after a long sleep, I found this beautiful little garden place that's a hidden gem in Padstow. See? You know, he's growling at the seagulls, yeah? Yeah, I'm probably here for 7 or 10 days. I've got some work to do to fit a new anchor chain, because the anchor chain that I'd got was only 10 meters and I was actually anchored in anchored in Ilfracombe in only 15 meters of water, so that was a bit of a problem. So I've ordered a new anchor chain, and hopefully we'll get that fitted, won't we? And then we'll be a lot safer. But otherwise, on to my further exploration of Padstow with these two boys. Mwah. He loves eating grass. Hey boob. Cats love grass. It helps with their digestive system. As soon as Chesney gets anywhere near grass, he makes a meal of it, I can tell you.